We learned a lot this semester about many things regarding the environment, from eutrophication to water pollution, air pollution, etc. And we discussed many of the potential threats to our planet and to our lives if we do not change and start to care about creating new, environmental friendly ways of doing stuff. We are going to use electricity anyways, water or detergents and fuel, and many other products that are indispensable to our everyday lives. But that comes at a cost, which is destroying and polluting planet Earth. So the long-term solution is not to minimize consumption, even though it can be very effective, especially in dealing with waste and recycling. So the long-term solution is to invent and create new ways of producing the same product that are environmental friendly. And in order to create the demand for such environmental friendly products or technologies, we have to educate and teach our society the importance of conserving Mother Nature. And as a result, from public pressure and scientific and academic findings, as well as government regulations, companies will have no choice but to do things differently. And with time, we'll have a healthier environment. So, since I personally am not capable of suggesting and creating new technologies, I will try and find simple things that regular people can do to actually make a positive impact on the environment to the best of my knowledge. And this involves, first of all, the acknowledgement of the problem. For example, winter in the North Pole comes 3 weeks later than usual, and start adopting healthy ways of living with regards to the environment. I'll give a few simple tips and tricks you can apply in your everyday life to be environmental conscious. And if each and every one of us applies these on an aggregate level, the whole planet will benefit tremendously. First of all, efficient garbage disposal. The first very simple thing one can do is not throw garbage in the streets or in the seas or in the oceans, whatever. Because a simple plastic bag, according to sources, can take from 400 to 600 years to decompose in the oceans and inland. And when it decomposes, especially in the ocean, it releases chemical material called bisphenol A, BPA. It's a microorganism that fish mistake for plankton, eat it and die. We can use also, with handling waste recycling in our homes, even though we have an excellent recycling process in Egypt, we can make the process even better by creating different, garbages for different kinds of trash in our homes. It's already made, and then they will sort it out again. Now, another thing, instead of using normal light lamps, we use LED lamps. They are 75% more efficient. I know they're more expensive, but with this efficiency, it is estimated that by 2027 in the US, from the use of LED lamps, the power generated from 44 big electricity power plants per year is going to be saved alone. Now, did you know that 40% of the fuel and petroleum consumed in the world each year is consumed by power plants and by electricity, and for producing electricity? Therefore, using solar panels would reduce world fuel consumption by at least 20%, because I know that applying solar panels to everything might be a bit hard. Now, with regards to petrol, you shouldn't buy, not you shouldn't, but it's preferable to buy fuel efficient cars and hybrid cars like Toyota Corolla Hybrid, where you have an electric motor besides a regular motor, until all electric cars are available everywhere, like the Tesla, for example. And you can carpool or use public transportation or use a bus to go to your work or university, because a bus can take 40 to 50 people. But if you use your car, or every one of the bus riders use their car, we have 50 cars more instead of one, maybe bigger, but still, And the simple things that everybody tells you, like, for example, consume less in general, because anything we consume, it has, not anything, but most of the things we consume has a negative impact on the environment. So if we waste and consume more than what we actually need, we have to we're we're participating in the problem of making the environment worse than it is. Another simple thing is just turning off the lights when leaving a room. Or you can plant a tree in your home or in your balcony, or plant any sort of plant. It's good for producing oxygen and getting rid of the dust naturally. Now, another thing is that you should not use or overuse paper because paper is made of trees. Did you know that 20% of the Brazilian Amazon forest was decapitated last year alone? Paper is made of wood, so when you use paper, you actually are cutting down trees. And the more you use paper, the more people are gonna cut down trees in order to supply for your demand of paper. This goes as well for toilet paper and Kleenexes. They're all made of trees. Now, another thing is that we should be careful of what we eat. If we are eating endangered or rare animals like sharks and whales, you are creating the demand for killing these marvelous beasts. So, in a sense, you are participating in killing animals without you knowing it. You're just having a meal in a restaurant. Now, another thing, do not under any circumstances make use of animal skins or other related products for beauty, such as elephant musks or rhino musks and mummified carcasses, tiger, like the tiger carcasses that put as an ornament and these things. It's just sad to see that for our beauty and for our beauty we just kill animals that they go to ecosystem and everything. Now, I mean, it's all I can think of. It's not much, but I think if every one of us applies some, at least 50 or 60% of these things, we can make a huge benefit for the environment. Thank you very much. Bye.